Mr. Pham, in respect of your submission, and in particular Index Reference D, can you please inform the committee whether, in your view, Australian governments need to answer for any human rights violation during 2020 into 2023, and whether Australian governments failed to observe the Nuremberg Code during the same period?
Yes, Senator. In particular, there are an array of human rights protections under the covenants, and particularly the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, and yes, the Nuremberg Code, which have been blatantly breached. For example, Part 3, Article 7 of the ICCPR states that nobody shall be subjected to medical or scientific experimentation absent their fully informed and free consent. That's a non-derogable article with no exceptions attached to it. With respect to those rights enshrined in our domestic law, the Australian Human Rights Commission Act empowers and obligates the Australian Human Rights Commission to, quote, inquire into any act or practice, including any systemic practice that may constitute discrimination, including on the basis of medical record. And despite state and territory governments and private companies discriminating en masse against people who opted against undergoing vaccination, the Human Rights Commission did not act. The Privacy Act contains strict boundaries on the collection, storage and use of a person's private information. That was ignored and bypassed at large scale. There are so many examples, Senator. For me to properly detail all of the human rights breaches, I request that I could please provide the rest of my answer in writing on notice, if I may do so, Senator.
Yes, we'd welcome that, Mr. Pham.